Gurupya. Fourth chapter. Chaturthodhyayah Dhyanam. Om Kalabrabham Katakshairarigula Bhayadam Maulibaddhendurekham Shankam Chakram Kripanam Trishikhamapi Karairudvahantim Trinetram Simhaskandhadirudham Tribhuvanamakhilam Tejasa Purayantim Dhyaye Durgam Jayakyam Tridasha Parivrutam Sevitam Siddhikamaihi. Om Rushiruvacha Shakradaya Suragana Nihateti Virye Tasmin Duratmani Surari Balecha Devya Tam Tushtuvuh Pranati Namra Shirodharam Sa Vagvisprahasya Pulakodgama Charudeha Devyaya Tadamidam Jagadatma Shaktya Nissesha Deva Gana Shakti Samuha Murtya Tamambikam Akila Deva Maharshi Pujyam Bhaktya Natasma Vidadhadu Shubhani Sanaha Yasyah Prabhavamatulam
Yasyah Prabhavamatulam Yasyah Prabhavamatulam
Bhagavanananto
Bhagavanananto Bhagavanananto
Yasyah Prabhavamatulam Bhagavanananto
Yasyah Prabhavamatulam Bhagavanananto Yasyah Prabhavamatulam Bhagavanananto
Brahma harascha nahi vakt. Let me say it. Brahma harascha nahi vaktumalam balam cha.
Brahma harascha nahi vaktumalam balam cha. Brahma harascha nahi vaktumalam balam cha.
Yasyah prabhavamatulam bhagavanananto Brahma harascha nahi vaktumalam balam cha.
Yasyah prabhavamatulam bhagavanananto Brahma harascha nahi vaktumalam balam cha. Yasyah prabhavamatulam bhagavanananto Brahma harascha nahi vaktumalam balam cha.
Sa chandika kila jagat paripalanaya
Sa Chandika Khila Jagat Paripalanaya Sa Chandika Khila Jagat Paripalanaya
Nashaya chash. See what happens? Cha ashubha bayasya. It is cha ashubha bayasya. So when you say it together, Nashaya cha ashubha bayasya. Okay? That it is cut like that. Okay? Nashaya cha shubha bayasya matim karotu.
Nashaya cha Shubhavayasya matim karotu Nashaya cha Shubhavayasya matim karotu
Sa chandika kila jagat paripalanaya Nashaya cha shubhabhayasya matim karotu.
Sa Chandika Khila Jagat Paripalanaya Nashaya cha Shubhavayasya matim karotu Sa Chandika Khila Jagat Paripalanaya Nashaya cha चाशुभभयस्य मतिं करोतु
यस्याः प्रभावमतुलं भगवाननन्तो ब्रह्मा हरश्च न हि वक्तुमलं बलं च सा चण्डिका किल जगत्परिपालनाय नाशाय चाशुभभयस्य मतिं करोतु
यस्याः प्रभावमतुलं भगवाननन्तो ब्रह्मा हरश्च न हि वक्तुमलं बलं च सा चण्डिका किल जगत्परिपालनाय नाशाय चाशुभभयस्य मतिं करोतु यस्याः प्रभावमतुलं भगवाननन्तो ब्रह्मा हरश्च न हि वक्तुमलं बलं च सा चण्डिका किल जगत्परिपालनाय नाशाय चाशुभभयस्य मतिं करोतु
Yasya prabhavam atulam. Atulam means something that cannot be compared to. Tula means that can be compared. You see in the weighing scale, you put a weight to compare with the weight. Okay, you compare your things with the weight. So atula means that which cannot be measured. Her prabhavam, her glory cannot be measured. It is so much that Bhagavan Ananto Mahavishnu, Bhagavan Mahavishnu, Brahma Hari, Hara, Brahma Harascha, Nahi Vaktum, they don't have the strength to describe it. Vaktumalam, to describe, to speak about her glories. It is so huge, something that is incomparable, that even for Brahma, the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara they don't have the strength, balam, they don't have, nahi vaktumalam balam, they don't have the strength to describe it. Okay, so all this while, even till the previous thing, she was mentioned as Ambika because she is protected. She is the one who nourishes you, who protects, who nourishes you mainly to give you all good things. Here they are saying Chandika. The moment protection against enemies come, she takes the rupam of Chandika. The same Devi who was Ambika, who was the mother of all beings, she takes the form of Chandika with the anger, the fierce aspect of hers come out. Jagat Paripalana, to protect this world, she becomes Chandika. Nasha, she not only protects this world, for us the fear is eternal. Inside, all of us have some kind of fear. Fear about, especially we don't know what is going to happen. Fear about the future. Fear about what if something has gone wrong there. Very simple things in also we have fear. Of course, we have a bigger fear about falling sick or dying one day. That is marana bhayam. That fear is there in everybody. So ashubha bhayasya nashaya ashubha bhayam. Shubha bhayam is, there is no bhayam for the shubham. Ashubha bhayam nashaya. She is the one who destroys it. So may her destroy all my fears about misfortunes. And may her protect, as Chandika, let her protect the world. Jagat Paripalanaya. Okay, that is the thing. Like we have to understand the subtle change that from Ambika, how she transforms herself to Chandika because of her fierce nature. Okay. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam.
Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam.
Bhavaneshva Lakshmihi.
Bhavaneshva Lakshmihi. Bhavaneshva Lakshmihi.
Actually here, Bhavana Alakshmihi. Shri is Lakshmi. She is Shri. I mean, both the characters, how we saw Ambika and Chandika, She is Mahalakshmi, she is Alakshmi. Both are there. She is Lakshmi to few, Alakshmi to few. Who is getting the benefits? That is also explained. Okay. That is Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutina Bhavaneshva Lakshmi.
Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshva Lakshmi.
Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi.
Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi. Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi.
Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi.
Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi.
Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja.
Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja. Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja.
Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam.
Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam. Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam.
Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja. Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam.
Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja. Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam. Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja. Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam.
Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi. Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja. Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam.
Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi. Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja. Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Papatmanam Krutadhiyam Hrudayeshu Buddhihi. Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja. Tam Tvam Nathasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam.
Four characteristics of us are described here. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutina. Sukrutina means virtuous people. Ya Shri Swayam. For the virtuous people, you are yourself Mahalakshmi. You are yourself Mahalakshmi. You are the good fortune in the people, virtuous people's house. Bhavan, Sukrutinam Bhavana. Bhavana means their dwellings. You stay there. Permanently you stay there, Mahalakshmi, if they are virtuous. Alakshmi Papatmanam. Alakshmi Papatmanam. If sinful people, if people who have committed sins, people who are not virtuous, then as Alakshmi you stay there. We have to understand the Mahatmyam in particularly talks about we don't have the defined aspect of only the good people and she is only good things and things like that. She's good and bad together, both. She is good as well as bad. So the demons are not, they are also her children. We have to understand that. It is not only us, we feel like, good people, like celestials are her children. Demons are also her children. She deals with each one of them in a different way, like a mother how deals with them. Sometimes she is Ambika, sometimes she is Chandika. That we have to understand that. So, Alakshmi Papatmanam. So, in the misfortunes when it happens in somebody's house, some sinful house, now you all can question me like people who are really virtuous and leading a virtuous life in this Kali Yugam, they seem to be suffering so much. Whereas people who have been, no, we see it in our Kali is always the opposite. Not only that, we have to understand the karma that we inherit. The karma that we inherit, and always I used to say that it is a bottleneck. When you want to get released from the karma, the suffering is more. When you are inside the bottle, you have the bottle space to roam around. When you want to get out and free yourself, then you have to go through the bottleneck. So the sufferings is mainly the karmic sufferings that we go through, even though we lead a virtuous life, to get ourselves free. So that we have to remember. But they say, in the houses of people who are sinful, she stays as misfortune. Kritadiyam hridayeshu buddhi. Kritadiya means learned, educated people. In their heart, she lives there as intelligence. These are all the characteristics. She is residing in people who are learned or educated. She resides in them as intelligence. Buddhi. Kritadiyam hridayeshu buddhi. She is good fortune in the dwellings of virtuous, misfortune in the dwellings of wicked people, and she lives in the hearts of learned people as intelligence, as their intelligence. Shraddha Satam. Faith, Shraddha. Shraddha is faith. Satam, Sat means people who are Sat Sangam, we say it, no? People who are good people. She is the faith that resides in the good people. Kula Jana Prabhavasya Lajja. We talk about the family we hail from. Minister's son says, you know who I am? I am the son of this minister or MLA or MP, whatever it is. No? So, Kola Jana Prabhavasya Lajja. Lajja means modesty. So, modesty, you become modest however your family is big. However you hail from the family which is like, very big, popular, or in any way, like, you will be talented, you will be a big musician or big, richest person in the world. That when you hail from that family, lajja, you behave modestly. You don't boast about you. Because you have not earned it, your family members have earned it. Not you, no. You are still a zero. You have to start from there to prove yourself. So, Kola Jana Prabhavasya Lajja. So, the modesty that happens in the people who are hail from a great big families, that is her. So we say, like, these are all the characteristics they are saying. At least fortune and good misfortune, good fortune, you all know like what it is like. But here the characters, intelligence and faith and lajja, modesty. These are all characters. Nata tam tvam natasma. I bow my head to you. Paripalaya Devi Vishwa. You are Devi, you protect this world. Literally, we have to face even now that. So the upholder of dharma, the mainly all these things describes her as the upholder of dharma. She will not tolerate adharmic activities. That is the one thing that we have to understand. Okay. Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad.
Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad. Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad.
Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri.
Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri. Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri.
Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad. Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri.
Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad. Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri. Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad. Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri.
Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani.
Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani. Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani.
Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu.
Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu. Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu.
Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani. Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu.
Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani. Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu. Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani. Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu.
Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad. Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri. Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani. Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu.
Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad. Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri. Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani. Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu. Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya metad. Kim chati viryamasuraksayakari bhuri. Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani. Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu.
Kim varnayami tava rupam achintya metad. Something, some form which we cannot comprehend even in our thoughts. Who can describe that form which cannot be comprehended in our thoughts? How can anyone, how anyone can describe, varnayami, how anybody can describe the rupam which is beyond our thoughts. Okay? Kim chati virya asura kshayakari bhuri. Kim chati viryam asura kshayakari bhuri. When you say it, viryam asura kshayakari bhuri. Kim chati viryam. And how can someone describe your abundant? Bhuri means very like abundantly, mightily strong. Viryam, your valor in destroying the asuras in the battlefield. How can anybody describe that? Kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani. Ahava means battle. Kim chahaveshu. In the battlefield, your deeds, adbhuta deeds. How can someone describe it? All the deeds in the battlefield. Is there anybody in all the devas or asuras who have the capacity to? That is what sarveshu devya sura deva ganadikeshu. Anybody in this asura clan or asura gana or deva gana, anybody has got the capacity to describe all these things? No one. No?
So kim cha ahave
Kim
actually.
Kim cha ahave. Ahaveshu. Ahava is battlefield. Okay? Battle. Ahaveshu in the battle. In the battle, whatever the way you destroyed people, how can your valor, who is there to describe? Nobody in the Devagana or Asuragana. Okay? Hetu samasta jagadam trikunapi doshair.
Hetu samasta jagatam trigunapi doshair. Hetu samasta jagatam trigunapi doshair.
Nanyayase hariharadibir abhyapara.
Nanyayase hariharadibir abhyapara. Nanyayase hariharadibir abhyapara.
Hetu samasta jagatam trikunapi doshair. Nanyayase hariharadibirabhyapara.
Hetu samasta jagatam trigunapi doshair. Nanyayase hariharadibirabhyapara. Hetu samasta jagatam trigunapi doshair. Nanyayase hariharadibirabhyapara.
Sarvashraya kilamidam jagadamsha bhutam.
Sarvashraya kilamidam jagadamsha bhutam. Sarvashraya kilamidam jagadamsha bhutam.
Avyakruta hi parama prakriti swamadhya.
Avyakruta hi parama prakriti swamadhya. Avyakruta hi parama prakriti swamadhya.
See, when you say together, Jagadamsha Bodham Avyakruta. Okay, now I split it only for you to understand how it is split. Okay, Avyakruta is one way, Amsha Bodham is one way. Okay, one word, separate words, they are terms, but you have to combine it when you say it together. Sarvashraya kilamidam jagadamsha bhutam avyakruta hi parama prakriti swamadhya.
Sarvashraya kilamidam jagadamsha bhutam avyakruta hi parama prakriti swamadhya. Sarvashraya kilamidam jagadamsha bhutam avyakruta hi parama prakriti swamadhya.
Hetu samasta samasta trikunapi doshair nangyayase hariharadibirapyapara sarvasraya kilamidam jagadam shabodamavyakritagi parama prakriti swamadhya.
हेतुः समस्तजगतां त्रिगुणापि दोषैर्नन्यायसे हरिहरादिभिरप्यपारा सर्वाश्रयाखिलमिदं जगदंशभूतमव्याकृता हि परमा प्रकृतिस्त्वमाद्या हेतुः समस्तजगतां त्रिगुणापि दोषैर्नन्यायसे हरिहरादिभिरप्यपारा सर्वाश्रयाखिलमिदं जगदंशभूतमव्याकृता हि परमा प्रकृतिस्त्वमाद्या.
Hetu samasta jagata. Hetu means the cause. Samasta jagata. You are the cause of all the worlds. Samasta jagata. Trikuna abhidoshe. But this world is not pure. When the primordial Mula Prakriti comes, all the trikona, sattva, rajas, tamas are in the equilibrium. World is dosham because this is all not in equilibrium, it is all in different permutation and combination. The entire world is formed with a different permutation combination of the three gunas. So this is dosha. They don't say it is a fault. This world is faulty, but she is perfect. But how this faultiness does not affect her? Being submerged in the water, that too in the bad water, lotus leaves, no water, no drop of water stays on that. If you see that, if you observe it, but it is, lotus doesn't grow in a beautiful pond, it is all lush. Okay, in that lotus blooms, but not a drop of water touches that. It is away from that. In the same way, this Prakriti, she is the one who expanded herself as Prakriti. The entire world is the expansion of hers. But this dosham does not affect her. She remains in that same equilibrium. That is the reason they are not able to apyapara. Apya means to see the depth, unfathomable, we say it in English. You don't know the depth of this water. Like that, Harihara, all the Trinity, starting everybody, nobody can fathom how this is happening, because she is the one, the world is dosham and she is the world, but this dosham does not affect her. It is unfathomable. Sarvashrayam akhilam midham. Ashrayam, she is the resort to all. Sarvashrayam akhilam midham. Akhilam is not only one whole thing. It has got different parts. Amsha bhutam. It is like, different parts put together. It is like a jigsaw puzzle put together. There are a lot of different things. Not even the same species is available. You have got different species. You have got different andacharachara. The moving and unmoving things are so different in this world. Amsha bhutam. Akhilam idham amsha bhutam. Jagadamsha bhutam. Amsha bhutam. Avyakrita hi parama prakriti swama. This parts, this variety started from only one. Avyakrita, one that cannot be defined. Avyaktha we say. Vyaktha means well defined. Avyakta means that which is not defined. So when initially before the creation, when the Shakti emerges from the Parabrahman, it does not have any figure as such. Avyakta Rupam. It is only from that Avyakta Rupam slowly evolved into Avyakta Rupam and variety. What we are seeing, the variety in this world. So this variety and everything, Avyakritahi Parama Prakriti, Mula Prakriti we says. That is what they say, Prakriti Stvam Adhya, you are the Mula Prakriti, which is not defined. Mula Prakriti does not have any defined form. That is why it is called Avyakta. Avyakta Brahman does not have any defined form. Okay, you are the Mula Prakriti, but you see the variety here. Everything has got a definite form. Everything is part of you, part of you. You are the one who have, from the one which does not have form, emerged names and forms. So many of this entire world and its creation emerged. See, this specific section is very, very abstract. I know it is a difficult one. If you have any questions, please ask now. Okay? Don't hesitate not to ask. Probably you can ask even in the next class after going through the entire thing. Please ask, because this is all just abstract. They talk about the root of the Shaktam, and which is not like, it is not easy for everybody to comprehend. Okay. Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena.
Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena.
Samudhiranena. That is Dirgham.
Samudhiranena.
Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena. Ne also, na also is the second na, not the na, it is na, no. Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena.
Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena. Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena.
Truptim prayasi sakaleshu makheshu devi.
Truptim prayati sakaleshu makeshu devi. Truptim prayati sakaleshu makeshu devi.
Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena. Truptim prayati sakaleshu makheshu devi.
Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena. Truptim prayati sakaleshu makheshu devi. Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena. Truptim prayati sakaleshu makheshu devi.
Swaha sivai pitruganasya cha trupti hetur.
Swaha sivai pitruganasya cha trupti hetur. Swaha sivai pitruganasya cha trupti hetur.
Uccharyase tvamataye vijanai svadacha.
Uccharyase tvamataye vijanai svadacha. Uccharyase tvamataye vijanai svadacha.
Swaha sivai pitruganasya cha trupti heturuccharyase tvamataye vijanai svadacha.
Swaha sivai pitruganasya cha trupti heturuccharyase tvamataye vijanai svadacha. Swaha sivai pitruganasya cha trupti heturuccharyase tvamataye vijanai svadacha.
Yasya samasta surata samudhiranena. Truptim prayati sakaleshu makheshu devi. Swaha sivai pitruganasya cha trupti heturuccharyase tvamataye vijanai svadacha.
यस्या समस्तसुरता समुदीरणेन तृप्तिं प्रयाति सकलेषु मखेषु देवी स्वाहा शिवै पितृगणस्य च तृप्तिहेतुरुच्चार्यसे त्वमत एव जनैः स्वदा च यस्या समस्तसुरता समुदीरणेन तृप्तिं प्रयाति सकलेषु मखेषु देवी स्वाहा शिवै पितृगणस्य च तृप्तिहेतुरुच्चार्यसे त्वमत एव जनैः स्वदा च.
We saw in the Brahmastuti in the first chapter, Tvam Swaha, Tvam Svada, Tvam Hi Vashatkara Swaratmika. Like that, they are saying this is only the expansion of what is being told. They are saying, oh Devi, Samudiranena, whatever mantra, Samasta Suratha, whatever mantras that are pronounced or recited when Sakaleshu Makheshu. Makheshu means all yangyam, the sacrifice that they do it, in that they do to satisfy all the gods. We do the yagam, yangyam, we do it. The mantras pronounced, consecrated during that time are you. Because she is the Shabda Brahman. So all the mantras consecrated during this Havan, or what you call it as Yangyam, Yagam, it is all only you. Samudhiranena, all the things that are recited. And you also grant according to how it is done. Okay? Swaha Sivai, then there are two things. One done for celestials to appease the gods. The other one to appease your Pitrugana, that is your forefathers, your forefathers, you do it. So Swaha is done for them, Svadha is done for Pitrukaryam, all the Aparakaryam, they use the word Svadha. Here also they have the small fire ritual done during that time. So Swaha Sivai Pitruganasya cha Trupti Hetur. Always we say Pitrus should be contented, satisfied. That's why we feed them. Only thing that can satisfy anyone is food. No? That is when we say enough. Baki everything, how much ever it comes, we take it. Only for food, there is a limitation there. So, trupti where you happen is, you feed a person. If you want to make a person be satisfied, you feed them. So, trupti, the Pitrughanas need to be contented, satisfied. So, Ucharya se Tvamatai. So, you are the Swaha there, where all the fire rituals happen, you are the mantra consecrated, and you are also the same way, whatever done for Pitrugana or your forefathers, that also only you. That is the only one line Brahma told. They have given an expansion of that. Tvam Swaha, Tvam Svada. Ya mukti heduravichintya mahavratatvam.
Ya mukti heduravichintya mahavratatvam. Ya mukti heduravichintya mahavratatvam.
Abhyasya se suniyatendriya tattvasaraihi.
Abhyasya se suniyatendriya tattvasaraihi. Abhyasya se suniyatendriya tattvasaraihi.
Ya mukti heduravichintya mahavratattvamapyasya se suniyatendriya tattvasaraihi.
Ya mukti heduravichintya mahavratattvamapyasya se suniyatendriya tattvasaraihi. Ya mukti heduravichintya mahavratattvamapyasya se सुनीयतेन्द्रियतत्त्वसारैः
मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैर् Split it properly, okay? Because I think only in Sanskritam that will be the problem, because they would have given us one full line. Moksharthibhirmunibhirasta samastha doshair.
मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैः मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैः
विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी
विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी
मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैर् विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी
मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैः विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैः विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी
या मुक्तिहेतुरविचिन्त्य महाव्रतात्वमभ्यस्यसे सुनीयतेन्द्रियतत्त्वसारैः मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैर् विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी
या मुक्तिहेतुरविचिन्त्य महाव्रतात्वमभ्यस्यसे सुनीयतेन्द्रियतत्त्वसारैः मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैः विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी या मुक्तिहेतुरविचिन्त्य महाव्रतात्वमभ्यस्यसे सुनीयतेन्द्रियतत्त्वसारैः मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्त समस्तदोषैः विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी
He says, like, you are the cause, mukti hetu. You are the cause for the liberation. So the first line they said about, we do all the yajnas, whether to please the Pitruganas or the gods, only for some benefits for us, for the worldly benefits. We do for, if you don't have rain, you ask for rain. Or like, if only when your Pitrugana are satisfied, then you have the progeny, like your lineage continuing. So you have got a reason for worldly things to do all those mantras and everything. That also she grants. And ultimately, she gives the liberation. She is the cause of the liberation. Very beautifully they have said, Achintya Mahavratatva. So, the religious observances, Mahavrata means religious observances, sometimes like, it cannot be comprehended why it is done, how it is done and things like that. So when you don't comprehend something, then you tend to make faults. You are faulty. You are not, without any dosham, you cannot say it. Some mistakes happen and something happen. So, abhyasyase. Avichintya means, as I told you, is that cannot be comprehended. Mahavrata means observances, ritual observances. Abhyasyasi, suniyatendriya tattvasari, to control our mind and concentrate. Abhyasyasi, abhyasa, we call it as abhyasa. Abhyasyasi means to concentrate. Suniyatendriya tattvasari. All our indriyas need to be controlled. Can they stay controlled all the time? Moksharthibir munibirasta. Even the sages, to attain moksha, they try to control their mind control their indriyas and focus on you. And samasta doshi, they also falter. Indriyas cannot be controlled so easily. Even for sages, they also falter. What you do, vidya sisa bhavati, you give them that knowledge to cast off all the dosha. When you attain that knowledge, the doshams disappear. Then you become one with her. That is what is moksha. I will repeat it one more time. The looks are not great. Ya mukti hedu ravichintya mahavratatvam. You are the cause of the moksha, the liberation. Ya mukti hetu. Hetu, you know the cause. Mukti is the liberation. Avichintya mahavratatvam. Ya mukti hetu ravichintya mahavratatvam. All the austerities, religious observances that we follow cannot be comprehended because so many times we falter in that. We make mistakes in doing those observances. The only reason for it is abhyasya se suniyatendriya tattvasare, because controlling the indriyas, controlling the mind and concentration does not happen for us. Not only for us, even for the sages who want ultimate mokshartibhir munibhir asta sahasradosh. Not only us, even people, the sages who aim for ultimate liberation. We aim for ordinary things in life. In that also there is dosha. Okay? Whereas the sages who aim for liberation, ultimate liberation, control their mind and try to focus, concentrate, abhyasya, to try to concentrate, for them also it is not happening. So for everybody in their own way, you give vidyasisa, because you are the embodiment of that knowledge, all kinds of knowledge, you give them that knowledge so they perfect themselves. You are the ultimate knowledge, Parama Devi, you are the ultimate knowledge. Vidyasisa Bhagavati Parama, the ultimate knowledge is given by her for the liberation. That is one thing, and for the worldly things also, she gives that knowledge. See, for anything you want to do it, first you should know the knowledge of how to operate it. You take a small, now you get one phone also, you first read all the things, catalog, to see how it is operated. So you have to have the knowledge to do worldly things also. That's why Icha Jnana Kriya. Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. First you have to have the desire to do it. Then you have to have the knowledge to do it. Then you do it yourself. The order is like that. Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. It is like that. So she is the knowledge, and we have to understand, she is the cause. She gives us the worldly things. Swarga Bhavargata. She gives all the worldly things also. She gives ultimate realization also. I think the next one we will do, and we will complete it because it is little heavy. We will do the rest next week, okay? Shaptatmika suvimalarkya jusham nidanam.
Shabdatmika suvimalarkya jusham nidanam.
Nidanam, you say it, because now when we are saying it, splitting it, nidanam. Okay? Nidana means it is treasures. It is, you are the treasure of all the treasure. Okay?
Shabdatmika suvimalarkya jusham nidanam. Shabdatmika suvimalarkya jusham nidanam.
Udgitaramya padapatavatam cha samnam.
Udgitaramya padapatavatam cha samnam. Udgitaramya गीतरम्यपदपाठवतां च साम्नाम्
शब्दात्मिका सुविमलर्घ्यजुषां निदानमुद्गीतरम्यपदपाठवतां च साम्नाम्
शब्दात्मिका सुविमलर्घ्यजुषां निदानमुद्गीतरम्यपदपाठवतां च साम्नाम् शब्दात्मिका सुविमलर्घ्यजुषां निदानमुद्गीतरम्यपदपाठवतां च साम्नाम्
देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय
देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय
वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री
वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री
वार्ता
वार्ता C it is given
वार्ता च वार्ता च ओके वार्ता च सर्वजगतां
परमार्तिहन्त्री वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री
देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री
देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री
शब्दात्मिका सुविमलर्घ्यजुषां निदानमुद्गीतरम्य पदपाठवतां च साम्नाम् देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री
शब्दात्मिका सुविमलर्घ्यजुषां निदानमुद्गीतरम्यपदपाठवतां च साम्नाम् देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री शब्दात्मिका सुविमलर्घ्यजुषां निदानमुद्गीतरम्यपदपाठवतां च साम्नाम् देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्तिहन्त्री
Shabdatmika. She is the Shabda Brahman. We call her. She is the essence of all sound. Shabdatmika. She is the Shabda Brahman. When the first moment happens in the Brahman before the creation, Brahman is static, no sound, no form, no any color or anything. Brahman is static. It doesn't move. It is you cannot even call it as Jadam because it has everything in it. But it stays quiet. But the moment the spandam happens, the movement first happens in the Brahman, which is static, to create. So the first movement emerges, sound also emerges. That is why there is sound in every creation. Everything in this planet makes sound. Certain things we can hear, certain things we cannot hear. We have got our limitation. We can hear only from this to this. 20 Hz to 200 kilohertz or whatever it is the thing. Beyond that also we cannot hear, below that also we cannot hear. But everything has a sound. Go and pluck a flower, that makes a sound. A beetle makes a sound. Everything makes a sound. So she is the Atma Rupam. Sound is the inherent part of the creation. The creation, Sound is the part. That is why it is called Shabda Brahman. The first Purna, pure form of sound is the Pranavam. Pranavam is the Pranan, we say. Pranan that exists in every being. Pranavam is the first sound, it exists in every being. So she is in that form of sound. Okay? Shabdatmika, you are the essence of sound. Then it means Suvimala means pure. Suvimala Yajusham Nida. Yajusham means the Vedas. Yajusham. Suvimala is one. Suvimala, it means it is Suvimala. Pure, very pure. Very pure. Argya means Suvimala. Argya means valuable. Argya means valuable. Argya. Jusha means that with which we please her, which can be like you enjoy reciting, they also enjoy hearing. No? Jusha means enjoy, being pleased. You please them with the Vedic hymns. Rudram, if you say, like when it is so nice to hear, you just don't need to even recite. You be there, the Veda Gosham, any recitation of Vedas. Nidhana means a treasure house. Why it is particularly here they say Vedas is Udgita. Udgita is like, the type of singing Samaveda. The most beautiful of all the Vedas is Samaveda. So the gods are so easily pleased by the Samaveda because it is so rhythmic, singing. It is. So Udgitam is singing. So that particular word says they are like, she's the treasure house of all the Vedas. They want to say that she's the treasure house of Pada Patavatham. To recite Padam. Padam means the verses. Patavatham, to read the verses. So she is the verses that are read. She's the storehouse of all those verses. Udgita, that's what all sung, the hymns. Cha Samna, the sound, because the sound, she's the Atma of all the Shabdam. It means like that when we create any kind of a sound, it is only her. So it is like resounding her name joyfully, Jusham. Joyfully you are resounding the name. So with sound as your essence, Shabdatmika, Suvimala, the pure, valuable, which is pleasing to hear. Vedas, you are the treasure house of all those verses which resound joyfully your name. Devi Trayi, the next word is very clear. Devi Trayi Bhagavati. Trayi means three Vedas. They normally say, like they normally don't mention the fourth Veda, Atharvana Veda, because it is mostly Tantric. So the first three words are always mentioned together as Trayi. She is called Trayi because Rikejusama Vedas. She is the embodiment of all the three Vedas. Bhava Bhavanaya. She has the intention only to confer good things on you. The Vedas, the hymns are recited mainly to confer your good being, well-being, good things on you. When we recite Vedas, when we do, all the hymns, all the verses are recited. Even now we are reciting all these verses. It is only to confer good on us, good on everybody. Whoever is reciting, whoever is hearing. So all these things have got beautiful about Mahatmyam is hearing the Mahatmyam is given more important than even reciting it. Because many people cannot recite. It has got a lot of baddhati to do it. So hearing also is given that kind of importance. Vartacha sarva jagadam. So to give well-being to the intent on everybody, paramarthi sarva jagadam paramarthi hantri. The pain. Pain is the common thing all of us go through. Pain physically or mentally. Pain is a common thing. The entire world goes through that pain in some form or the other. We don't know how much it pains the plant when we go and pluck the flower. No? So those days who were really saints, they will not pluck whatever is fallen down, that only they will eat, because they don't want to even hurt them by plucking something. We really don't know. Morning also I went and plucked flowers. But the thought used to come every time, how much it will pain. We feel very happy when you put it on the deity, but it pains. Pain that they cannot express. Vaila jivan. No? Like that, this paramarthi hantri, everything goes through the pain in some way or the other. Hantri, she destroys that pain. Hantri, paramarthi hantri, the pain is she destroys. This section of the stuti is particularly this Vasanta Tilaka stuti is so beautiful, both in its meaning and as well as in its format. But take a little time to understand it and how beautiful they have. I don't know, Shakradi Stuti, it is all done by Markandeya. How he has written it is something that we appreciate that. Okay. With we will stop this because it is little difficult. I will recite all of you join please. Recite together, because you will have, for me, one more practice. So let us not miss that. Okay. From the fourth one. We have done only 8. See how it is. Yasya prabhavamatulam bhagavanananto brahma harascha nahi vaktumalam balam cha Sa chandika kila jagat paripalanaya nashaya cha shubhabhayasya matim karotu ya shri swayam sukrutinam bhavaneshva lakshmi papatmanam krutadiyam hridayeshu buddhihi shraddha satam kulajana prabhavasya lajja Tam tvam natasma paripalaya devi vishvam Kim varnayama tava rupamachintya Kim chati viryamasurakshayakāri bhuri Kim chāgaveshu charitani tavadbhutani Sarveshu devyasuradeva ganadikeshu Hetu samasta jagatam trikunavidoshe Nanyayase hariharadibirapyapara Sarvashrayatilamidam jagadam shabhutam avyakrutagi parama prakriti swamadhya Yasya samasta surata samudiranena Truptim prayati sakaleshu makheshu devi Swaha sivai pitruganasya cha trupti heturuccharyasi Tvamatayeva janaisvadacha Ya mukti heturavichintya mahavratattvamapyasyase Suniyatendriya tattvasaraihi
मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिरस्तसमस्तदोषैर्विद्यासि सा भगवती परमाहि देवी शब्दात्मिका सुविमलर्घ्यजुषामि दानमुद्गीतरम्य पदपाटवतां च साम्नाम् देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय वार्ता च सर्वजगदां परमार्तिहन्त्री।